back to Chicago. I am currently back home in Chicago after our cruise on the Disney Wish. If you don't know me, my name is Ashley. I live in Chicago with my two dogs, and I recently went on a cruise on the Disney Wish for 4 nights and 5 days with my good friend Perla. We did Nassau, Bahamas, Castaway Cay, and a day at sea. We didn't get off the ship at Nassau, Bahamas. We stayed on the boat, but we had a fantastic time. I am officially a cruiser. I don't have enough positive things to say about our experience. We made it our own. We were able to enjoy the ship and relax. It's probably the most relaxing vacation I've ever done. I truly can't wait to do another one. We're already planning or have ideas about the next cruise we want to take. We're definitely set on doing a 7-night cruise because 4 nights was just not enough. I don't see how anyone could do a 3-night cruise, but 4 nights was nice for our first cruise, and we're gonna try to do a 7-day next. With that all being said, we did do some shopping on both the Wish and then also before and after our trip. We stayed at Pop Century the night before, and we did some shopping at Disney Springs. And then we went to Disney Springs again after we disembarked the ship before we got on a flight back home to Chicago. I will show you some of the things that I did purchase on our cruise and then also at Disney Springs, and then some of these other little things that we picked up along the way for free. With that, let's get started. Let's start off with cruise merch first. The first thing I wanted to purchase was this Disney Cruise Line cup. I saw it on a TikTok, and it's just a plastic cruise line cup. I have the Fantasia Mickey one, and I just love to use it at home for drinking water, but we wanted to get these to use on the ship for the soda fountains. It's always recommended to bring your own tumbler for sodas and then a water tumbler because the cups that you get are pretty small, and the drink stations are only on the 11th deck, so it's kind of a long way just to get a soda. So recommended to get a big tumbler, and I knew that they had this one, so as soon as the stores opened the first day, we picked these up. It did come with a little thing on the top. I don't know what I did with it. I did lose 3 things, 2 of which I purchased, so the little top thingy, and then a keychain, and then also a pair of glasses. I did fill out a lost and found form. Hopefully I'll hear something back. I digress. First thing we purchased were these tumblers. I've been using it nonstop since I got home as well, used it nonstop on the cruise, and this was a great purchase. I think it was around $35. I will say, I don't remember the prices on everything. If I do, I'll let you know. I did get my 10% Disney Visa discount on the ship with all my purchases. And then in the parks, I received my annual pass 20% discount, which is why I purchased a little more than I normally would. But first purchase, loved it. At the ice cream store on the ship, you could purchase these little Bing Bong ice cream things. A sundae would come in it. I didn't use it with the sundae. Let me see if I can open it. I can't even open it. Oh no. Well, it opens and you eat ice cream out of it, but I'm just gonna use it as like a little tchotchke holder on my desk. I thought it was really sweet. I think this was like $4 with a purchase of a regular scoop of ice cream. And then if you bought the sundae, I don't remember how much the sundae was, but if you bought the sundae, it came included in the price. A little Bing Bong. I purchased some gift cards, or not gift cards, postcards, and 1 came free in the room. Well, 2 came free in the room, and Perla took 1, I took 1. This was the free one. It was just Mickey and Minnie. And then this one I purchased on Castaway Cay. And then this one I purchased on the cruise ship. I will junk journal these. Just thought they were really sweet and a way to remember the trip. I think these were like $1.50 each or something around that. I can't totally recall. I did purchase some gifts for everybody, and I've already given them out to both my partner and my housemate and a couple other people. But one thing I haven't given to my partner yet because it was packed away was this Captain Mickey Disney Cruise Line hat. It's just a gray, light gray baseball cap with Captain Mickey on the front. I did want to get him the sweater that has this image on it, but they're phasing this whole line out of Captain Minnie and Captain Mickey, and so they didn't have that on the ship, but they did have the hat still. So I purchased the hat. And then Perla bought me the matching mini hat, Disney Cruise Line. It's white with Captain Minnie on it. I love this so much. I think it's really cute and I can't wait to wear it on future cruises. I also love matching, so I think it'll be really sweet and really gross that both my partner and I will wear Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie hats. Like I mentioned, a part of that series, there was a bunch of sweatshirts and sweatshorts and t-shirts, and I bought the Captain Minnie sweatshirt. I just thought this was really precious. I did want to get the Captain Minnie or Captain Mickey sweatshorts. I thought that would be a really cute outfit, but they did not have those any longer. But I just purchased this sweater. I love it, and I think it'll be great to wear on all future cruises, as well as the wintertime in Chicago. And then on Castaway Cay, I purchased this Castaway Cay t-shirt. It was the iconic little Mount Rushmore image, and it was, let me see, it doesn't have the price on it, but I purchased this. Can't wait to wear it. I'm going to crop it, and I think it'll be really cute. The last thing I purchased were a deck of Disney Cruise Line cards. They are really sweet designs. They do feel a little weird. They don't feel like normal cards. I didn't know that when I purchased it, but I collect cards, decks of cards, and this was a deck that I picked up. We did not use them on the ship, but I did shuffle them a little bit and play some solitaire. But deck of cards. Something that I didn't purchase, but I did pick up while I was there is the 5K medal. Well, it is rubber medal. But we did the 5K, but we walked it. I'm dealing with some hip issues after doing some training for a marathon. But we walked it first thing in the morning. It was so hot, but it made the water feel that much better. But I picked up the 5K medal. Some free things that I picked up along the way were these little Mickey ears. They're 3D printed and they're really great for new emos or keychains. These were a little gift that were given to me. For the cruises, you can join Facebook groups before your ship embarks, and there's a Facebook group for every ship sailing date, and you can join those and sign up for fish extenders and do some pixie dusting and ask questions. A lot of people wanted to know if there was availability for certain things or just had questions about cruising in general. And one of the members is a longtime sailor of Disney cruises, and they gave us their lanyards, which was really sweet. We didn't actually use these because they didn't match our outfits and we had other lanyards planned already, but we will use these on future cruises. It was really sweet of them I was decorating the door and they came by at the same time, and so we got to chat with them for a while, and it was just very sweet that they gave us their lanyards. These are for gold status. If you're not aware, so after you sail your second cruise, you are part of the Castaway Club and you start receiving gifts in your room, and lanyards are part of that. So this is when you turn a gold member, which I think is after 5 cruises. So it goes, you sign up, you're part of the Castaway Club, your second cruise, you become silver, and then 5 cruise, you're gold, and then 10 cruises, I think you're pearl. I can't remember. And then there's tiers after that. If you sail more than 50 cruises, you get your name on a little fence thing on Castaway Cay, which is wild, but love these. So grateful. When you spent over $40, I believe it was, in the gift shops, you had the option to purchase this Disney Cruise Line duffel bag. I did pick it up because I thought I was going to need an extra bag for coming on the way home, but it just says Disney Cruise Line on it. It has a pocket on the side and then one large pocket, and this was $20 or $30 once you spend $40. So I picked one of these up. I will be using it on my next Disney cruise. I love the colorway. I'm a big primary color person, but love this duffel bag. It's great. Part of pre-planning your trip, there are certain things that you can purchase to enhance your experience, and some of those things are room packages, decoration packages, and we purchased the celebration package, which came with an oversized beach towel, a couple of room decorations, and then also this little scarf. So this is the scarf we received. It has a bunch of the characters on it and it says, "It's my day." It came with a banner that also says "Celebrate," and this was hanging up in our room. You can see this in the vlog. It also came with a magnet that says "Happy Birthday," and this was placed in our room as well. There was this long banner that was also placed in the room and hanging up. 2 pillowcases that say "It's my day." These were really cute. And last is this like jumbo towel. I don't know if you can see all of it, but it's just this jumbo towel, and it says "Celebrating today." This will definitely get used at the beach and at the pool. The last couple of things that we picked up were actually pins. We did some pin trading on doors. So we picked up this Ursula Skittle or Ursula bowling pin, and then we also traded this Donald paint bucket pin. I did trade this 25 years of Figment at Pop Century before we left. So those were the pins that we traded on the trip, 2 from the ship and then 1 from Pop Century. That's everything that we picked up on the ship itself. And now I will show you the things that we picked up at Disney Springs. Like I mentioned, we went to Disney Springs the day before we disembarked, and there wasn't a ton there that we wanted. I did want to pick up a weighted blanket, and they were out of stock on that. I did want to pick up some of the Halloween merch, and that was not there yet. My partner wanted a sweater, one of the Halloween sweaters, and it hadn't been there yet. It was only in kid sizes. It was available online, but I wanted to purchase it in the park because we get our 20% discount versus the 10% discount. So unfortunately they didn't have that. But on the way back, however, the Halloween merch was there. We disembarked the ship and Disney Cruise Line Transportation took us to Animal Kingdom Lodge. We just went there to have lunch, and as soon as we walked into the gift shop, I saw the Halloween merch and my face lit up. I was so very excited. The first thing that I picked up while there was this Mickey Dracula tote bag. I think this was like $45. The tag's not on it still, but picked up this Mickey tote bag. I love it very much. I did snag the Lug crossbody Halloween bag. I don't even have a trip planned for Halloween. I'm trying to squeeze in a trip before my annual pass expires in September. We'll see if that happens. I want to do a solo trip. We are going back in December, and we're just doing the holiday party at Jollywood, and then we're going back in January for the race, and that's when I'll renew my annual pass, is in January. But Halloween, maybe I'll squeeze in a trip, but purchase this little bag. And then we headed over to Disney Springs, and at that time my shoes were really bothering my feet, and so I picked up the pumpkin Mickey Crocs and changed into those while I was there. I don't know that I would have purchased, maybe I would have. Who am I joking? I would have definitely picked these up. So I changed into these immediately and wore these around Disney Springs for the rest of the day. They're very comfortable, they're very cute, very Halloween. They match the other Halloween things that I picked up. I picked up a Halloween pin for my partner. It's the Mickey Wreath light up pin. I did give that to him already. And then the last thing I purchased, oh no, 3 more things. So one of the other things I picked up was this Pooh double-sided Halloween shirt. It has Pooh in a pumpkin on the front, and then it has Tigger in a pumpkin on the back. Very excited to wear this. I did purchase it very oversized. Really excited about this t-shirt. I'm a huge Winnie the Pooh fan. I also picked up this slap bracelet / ear holder / whatever you want to use it for of the Halloween characters this season. It says Happy Halloween on the back, and then it just has the characters in their Halloween outfits. That's all for Halloween themed merchandise. The last thing I picked up at Disney Springs was this sweater. It's like a 3/4 zip sweater. It's been out for a while, and I had wanted it, but I held off on purchasing it and finally bit the bullet. And it's just the characters with their signatures. And then on the back, it does say Disney World in like a puff print. I didn't love that it said Disney World on the back. I hate that it's like puff print while the front is embroidery, but that's fine. I still love this. I only will see the front, so it's a great sweater. I forgot to mention, before we embarked on the ship, the first day we went to Topolino's Terrace for breakfast. I love Topolino's Terrace characters breakfast. I think it's the best character breakfast that you can do in Disney World. This was my third time going, and I had purchased the Mickey keychain, and I did purchase the Mickey plush this time. I wanted to get him last time, and then I just didn't. I was like, I don't need him. But this time I had to have him. So I purchased the Mickey plush in his character outfit costume as a little painter. It does say Riviera Resort on the bottom of his foot. Yeah, he's just so sweet, so cute. I love him. He's so sweet. So he came on the cruise with us and sat on the bed. But that is everything. That is all the things that I purchased on the Disney cruise and at Disney Springs. I hope this was entertaining, and yeah, I will see you in the vlogs. Next, I'm posting the vlog. I think I'm just gonna do one long mega vlog. It was my first time vlogging and I didn't do the best job, but I did get a lot of content, and so I'm just gonna make one long vlog, I think. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, I think, what is the next trip? The next trip we're definitely doing is Jollywood Nights in December. I'm trying to, like I said earlier, I'm trying to squeeze in one more trip before my annual pass expires, and I want to do a solo trip for Halloween. We'll see if that actually happens. Like a long weekend, leave on Thursday, come back Sunday. We'll see what that looks like. Okay, until next time, I will see you then. Bye.